Good, beautiful morning. It's a Sunday morning. We've got new birth on the farm here. We've had a beautiful little baby Billy born yesterday while I was at work. So no complications, so that's awesome. We come home and we want to talk a little bit about how to keep these babies warm during the winter. Well, it ain't winter, it's fall right now, but we're going to talk about how to keep them warm during the fall of the year without a light. So where they're at right now, they don't have a light. We're going to move them up near the front of the property to where we can get a light run down to them. But as for right now, we've just put a bunch of hay in with them, and that's going to keep them warm. Plus we boxed the mama off with it too, and they snuggled up last night. I'll insert a picture here in a minute to show them cuddling up last night. So his body temperature was well over enough to keep him warm and going, and this morning they're doing fine. We're going to show you a video of them, and we hope you have a good day. So this is the mama, and the baby's back behind her nursing. So she delivered her baby fine yesterday by herself. I wish I could have been there, but life falls in the way of being there to help. So she delivered perfectly fine. Rocky, I felt her ligaments yesterday along with Penelope's. Penelope's were non-existent. Rocky's are non-existent. So Rocky should be having babies any day now. And if she doesn't have more than one baby, it'll surprise me, because I've got a video that I'll stitch over here of her waddling up through the yard. So the reason I've separated them into a shelter on their own was because I don't want the baby getting trampled on while they're trying to fight over feed that I give them. So this morning I started out by feeding the pigs, of course, because if not, they'll end up getting straight out of the fence. So I fed them first, and then I went over to Penelope's cage shelter there and added feed into there. Well, the other goats were trying to ram the fence to try getting into that fence. So even though they had their own pile, once I laid her feed in there, I went and laid them a pile, and they were still trying to get in there. But I was trying to prevent that from happening, so I separated her into a cage by herself. I was just wanting to, on the first few days, make sure that the baby was going to be energetic and get plenty of milk the first few days before I can get an area built to add all the babies and moms in. I'm going to try to get on Monday or Tuesday an area built to where I can add a light into it to keep these babies warm, because we're approaching some pretty cold weather. But for right now, it's about 50 degrees. This morning it was 49 at 4 o'clock when I went out. But 50 degrees with plenty of hay, you should be all right to keep these babies warm enough. It's going to help if the mom sits next to the baby like ours did last night. It's going to keep their body warm too. So that's what we done. We separated them, and they done good last night. So if you like this video, leave me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next video.